You are listening to WHYY 90.9 FM. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Cherri Gregg. Be a Part of the Conversation is a collaboration of community leaders, families, educators, and addiction experts taking on the challenge of the substance addiction crisis in a unique, community-focused way. Executive Director Kim Porter is here along with board member Chris King. Ladies, welcome.
Thanks so much, Cherri, for having us.
Kim, for folks who've never heard of Be Part of the Conversation, what is it exactly that you all do?
So we're basically a grassroots nonprofit organization. We serve 5 counties in the Philadelphia area in southeastern Pennsylvania. And our goal is to educate the community at large about substance use so that they can understand warning signs, they can understand why some people become addicted and others don't, and also how to access treatment and other kinds of resources that will support them in this journey as well as their loved one. It's been great. We've met hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have stayed connected with us through the years. So we have a lot of gratitude.
Part of what you all do is facilitate these conversations and information sharing. Could you tie that to your personal story of what has turned into a vocation for you working in this community?
It's extremely personal for me, and I'll let Chris share how this works for her. But my background is I was a graphic designer, marketer. My son is the reason I got into this work. He is 33 now and has 12 years of recovery. But it was about 1 year into his recovery that we had an opportunity when I was working in Hatboro Horsham School District's Education Foundation. We got a staff email blast that said, we want to change the way we talk about substance use. And they came up with the name Be a Part of the Conversation. And I said, oh, I'll help you with the logo. But it went from there. And then I just became very passionate about this. It is powerfully meaningful to these families when they realize they're not alone, when they realize there's a world of recovery out there waiting for them and their child. And here's how we can help you get there.
Yeah, and Chris, I want to bring you into the conversation. You've had to deal with a similar issue, this time with your daughter. Tell us what you learned through this process.
Yeah, it was late 2015 when it came to light that my daughter was experiencing substance use disorder. And this had been going on with her for a long time, but I had no idea. And she was in crisis at the time. I found Be a Part of the Conversation through a friend in early 2016. And I'm so thankful for that. I mean, it really saved me in so many ways. You know, I learned about substance use disorder, addiction. As Kim said, it was a place for me to be where I wasn't alone. And I began my journey of healing. My family together began a journey of healing. My daughter, Maris, who is now 4 years in recovery, was also so thankful that I had a place to be. We share information, we support each other in an environment that feels really safe to talk about this because it's such a scary thing. If you haven't been through it, it's really hard to understand. I've been with the organization for 6 years, such a believer in what Be a Part of the Conversation does.
Give some highlights of the types of conversations, the types of programs that you guys have.
So it really runs the gamut from prevention to early intervention to crisis management, and then again, supporting pathways to recovery. So prevention might look like us partnering with a school district who wants us to come in and talk about vaping or cannabis use, and just to give parents the tools to have healthy conversations, to lay the foundation for open dialogue with children. But then, you know, we have like our mock teen bedroom, which is not unique to our organization, but it's just an opportunity for people to tour where there's like a setup of what some warning signs might be of substance use, not just what it looks like, but then what to do about it. Not freak out, recognize that this is just a red flag that my child needs some attention here. You know, perhaps it's talking with a therapist, perhaps it's seeking some support from their school. But we also have programs that really dive deeply into some of the specific substances of use, such as opioids, such as methamphetamines. We love to include people in recovery on our panels so that hearing someone who is in recovery and being so authentic, that chips away at the stigma that surrounds this, which is a huge barrier to getting help.
And as we wrap up, there's a big event coming up, the Spring Brunch April 24th. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a great opportunity to come together with our friends and supporters and celebrate them. So we'll be out at the farmhouse at People's Light in Malvern. It's a Sunday brunch. We'll be honoring 22 volunteers, and we'll also be honoring Megan Cohen, who is a young woman who started a group called the Grace Project, and she's tremendous. She's going to be getting our Conversation Youth Inspiration Award. So it'll just be a nice day to be together and celebrate all the gifts that have come with what can be a very challenging subject.
Thanks so much to Kim Porter and Chris King for sharing their journeys and for their work helping others to be part of the conversation. The spring brunch is set for April 24th. For details or to support the event, log on to conversation.zone. I'm Cherri Gregg, and this is WHYY News.